Okay, so welcome back to the channel, and today we will be reacting to a video from a channel called Rantz, which is a very great channel. They essentially post TikTok compilations of the state of the UK and all the different issues that we have going on in the UK. So this one is about the cost of living and how people are struggling with the cost of living. All of us are struggling. We all know kind of how difficult it's been, especially in the recent years. So without further ado, let's watch the video.
Just me, or is England an absolute fucking carsy? It's a shithole, mate. I ain't having it. I've been all around the world, right, and I've lived out of spent 10 years in the UAE. Just recently come back in 2019. People are like, I'll get homesick, like.
I don't know what he's about to say, but I travel a lot too. So for people that don't know, I'm a journalist by trade. So I travel a lot for work. This year I've been to like Florence, Paris, Madrid, many other places, all for work, right? The cost of living, Paris is really expensive. I would say Paris is probably one of the more expensive places. It might even be more expensive than London. But outside of Paris, like Florence, the cost of living is amazing. The groceries are everything is just affordable. Like most European cities, even big ones, everything is so affordable. It's like, wow, it's actually nice to live here. Like in London, you just go on the train and the cost of the trains is super expensive. Like when I was in Paris, I paid 30 euros, I think. Yeah, it was 30 euros. And I put it on this card and I could go anywhere in Paris all week. It's like basically the equivalent of getting a zone 1 to 6, or even because there were places in the outskirts of Paris that it was valid for. So it's like getting a zone 1 to 9 travel card in London weekly for £30. That would never happen. The equivalent in the UK would probably cost 200. That's how much more expensive the UK is than a lot of other places. So it's just like when you actually live in other places, you start to realize that yeah, other places have it quite good compared to the UK.
Cough. This place is a hole, mate. Honestly, I can't wait to get back out of here again. I don't know. What do you love about it? Tell me about it. Share it with me so I can enjoy some of it too. I fucking hate the gaff.
Let's just take a minute to talk about this cost of living business because it is just outrageous. Actually outrageous. So I'm going to give you some examples. So food, like if you want to eat good quality, nice food and that it's going to last for more.
Forget it. Crazy expensive.
Than a day, you spend an absolute fortune. If you want to get supplements for yourself, for your kids. So just as an example, for my kids, if I was to get them all the supplements that they needed, so how many of them is there? 1, 2, 3. So there's about 5 or 6 supplements really that they need to be taking as a separate amount to get the full amount of each supplement. That would be £60 per child. So what is that? 6, 12, 180, is it? I'm terrible with
I don't know how many kids she has, but yeah, if it's 3 kids, it's 180. But geez, that is a lot of money just on supplements. Like no food, no activities, no clothing. Yeah, that's crazy.
Maths, don't do maths. About 150 to 180 pounds a month for 3 kids.
Okay, yeah, 3 kids, 180.
Supplements that are going to benefit them. It's disgusting. So that's that. Then there's clothes, like if you want decent, good quality clothes that are going to last, you're talking ridiculous amounts of money, especially for 3 kids. Fuel, I'm forever having to put fuel in. I reckon I spend about 40 to 50 pounds a week on fuel.
This is why I say, and I keep saying it, I don't know how parents do it. Any parent, please tell me your tips and tricks in the comments. Tell me how in this economy you're taking care of kids successfully. I need to know the secrets, because as a single person, if I can take a page out of the book of parents in this economy, I could probably be managing my money perfectly. So I really want to know how parents are. 3 kids. Oh my God, I hope she's not a single mum, because that makes it way more difficult. Like 3 kids in this economy is insane.
I could just go on, it's never ending. And before people start going, yeah, well, you could buy cheaper things, blah, blah, blah. I don't want cheap things. I want nice, good quality things that are going to last, that are going to benefit your body.
There's a rapper in the UK, his name is Bashi. he has this album that's called Being Poor is Expensive. And I think it's one of the best albums I've heard in the past like 3 years. And one thing that he said in like interviews when he was talking about how being poor is expensive is kind of exactly what she's talking about, where if you cheap out on things in the long term, you end up spending more money. So I'll give you an example. If you're rich, you can afford to buy, let's say like toilet roll, you can buy it in packs of 20 because you have the disposable income. Obviously, I'm using it as an example. A lot of people could afford like a pack of 20 toilet rolls, an example. You can afford to buy a pack of 20 toilet rolls. So let's just say in this, case that I've made up, a pack of 20 toilet roll is £7. Actually, no, let me make it easier. It's £10. So each roll of toilet roll is 50 pence in that case, in the multi-pack of 20. But if you were to buy the same toilet roll in singles, it's £1 each. But because you don't have the disposable income to buy the multi-pack where you would save 50 pence on every roll of toilet roll, you just have to buy things as you can afford it, as at when you can afford it, which means that you're always spending more money than someone that has more money and can just buy the multi-packs at once. So that's why being poor is actually really expensive. So when she says, I don't want cheaper things, I want things that are quality that last, that's exactly what she's like referring to. Like, that's why you want to have things that last, because if you cheap out in the long term, you actually end up spending way more money.
It is just outrageous. It really is. Like food shopping, like I've tried shopping at Aldi's, all the fresh stuff doesn't last more than a day, 2 days, and it's just not nice.
Yeah, Aldi stuff, when I was a student, I used to shop in Aldi. And I mean, in my mind, I've shopped at so many grocery stores in the UK. I kind of have an idea of like who makes good what. Like Asda makes amazing grapes, but Sainsbury's, their grapes are really tasteless. It's really weird. Like I've noticed over the years that different grocery stores are good at different things, but Aldi, it doesn't taste like food. So if there's Morrison's, Tesco, as I think Lidl is even good for the most part. Lidl is good. Did I say Sainsbury's? I never shop at Waitrose because I'm not rich like that. But all those other places I shop at some point in time. And all of them, their fruits taste like fruits. Aldi, literally, you buy grapes from Aldi, it doesn't taste like grapes. It tastes like something. It tastes like you're eating plastic. It's really weird. I don't know where those grapes are grown, where they're cultivated, but I know exactly what she's talking about. Literally, fresh vegetables and fruit in Aldi taste horrid. I've tried it as a student because you want to save money and you go to Aldi and it's like, this is not even edible, and I had to throw a lot of it away. It wasn't even edible. So it's like, it's either I can afford it or I'm just not eating fruits and veg, because that was crazy.
I normally shop at Tesco's, but even Tesco's fresh stuff like the fruit and things like that, I've found that's not lasting, and it's like really small.
Yeah, so Tesco, it won't last as long, but it tastes way better than Aldi though, for sure. But I can understand what she means about lasting, because you want it to stretch. You want your money to stretch.
Quantities. So I'm having to go to Sainsbury's now quite a lot for a lot of fresh stuff, because it's better quality and lasts a lot longer and is bigger in size as well, so you can get more out of it. Oh, mum problems. Anywho, if anyone else can relate to this, let me know in the comments. If you can give me any ideas of where I can get nice quality things that are slightly cheaper, then let me know. Yeah, rant over. I'm going now. Bye. Let's go rob a bank.
Is anyone else just feeling really fed up and miserable at the minute? I mean, I'm normally quite upbeat, but today I got up and I'm just like, what the is the point anymore? I don't mean that in an awful way. You just try so hard and nothing seems to work. Let me explain what I mean. So my outgoings exceed my income, and that's just basic level shit like rent, bills and food. I'm not even counting fun stuff. I've still got about £3,000 of debt to pay off. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to manage it, especially because my income is less than my outgoings.
Yep, so the debt is accumulating and it's only going up, not down. Yeah.
So I currently work part-time. I work 3 days a week. Now I am looking for either a second job or a completely new full-time job, but there doesn't seem to be much out there, and what there is really badly paid. I mean, is it just me that's noticed that wages are shit at the minute?
Yeah, wages are horrendous right now. They're horrendous. They are
Currently,
terrible.
Ben, I feel like I'll never be able to own my own home. I'm not sure I'll be able to afford to retire either. I am sick of this miserable grey weather as well. I mean, winter in the UK doesn't exactly inspire joy, does it? I forgot to bring tomato ketchup home from the shop, and it all just feels so bloody pointless.
My plan is, if it gets so bad, I'm gonna go to Nigeria, like my home country, and because I'm a journalist, so I work remotely anyway. And what I'll do, if I want to have a pension or whatever, I'll continue paying tax in the UK, even though I'm living in Nigeria. And if I decide otherwise, then I'll, revoke my residency in the UK and just live in Nigeria, because the cost of living is so much lower and you can actually like save money to get ahead in life. You can never get ahead when the bills are so high and the wages are so low. It's like impossible. So I feel her pain. It's tough.
Tomato ketchup was the straw that broke the camel's back, let me tell you. I can't be the only one that just feels a little bit miserable and fed up right now. If you are feeling the same, just know that you're not alone. Things will get better, I hope.
Troops, I've had a really hard day at work, right? And then all day I have had emails from companies putting up my bills. My council tax bill came in, that's went up. My Virgin Media's gone up.
That's the thing about, this is what pisses me off the most. This is what pisses me off. Because the government, I hate that people have so much faith in the government. It really annoys me. The government, this same government that's like, yeah, we're going to fix the cost of living crisis, is the same government that has councils that are increasing the council tax every year. People's wages don't go up at that rate every year. Everything goes up. Every company has the leeway to put things up, and it's always necessities that they put up because you don't have a choice. So the price of food will triple, nothing you can do about it because either you eat food or you die. Or the price of electricity goes up and it's like, well, you need electricity. The price of water goes up, it's like you need water. So it's like these companies that make and deal with necessary resources, they know they can just play about with the bills because they know you don't have a choice. Like council tax, you legally have to pay it. Like it's legally binding. You can't not pay your council tax. You have to pay it. So they know they can just increase it how they like because you don't have a choice. You have to pay it one way or another. It's insane.
Wayne's active teens, bloody gym pings gone up. Everything's gone up. Like my wages aren't gone up. April, no.
Exactly what I've said. The way things are going up and then people's wages aren't going, let's just watch the video.
My wages will stay the same. How are people meant to, how are people meant to live? Gas and Leckie's going up. By the way, just so you know, on the 1st of April, the cap is going up again. Absolute disgrace. It is honestly going to get to the point where I'm paying £140 a month now. What am I going to be paying £200 a month for my gas and Leckie? So what have I to do just not to use it? Like, how much longer can this keep going on with wages not increasing?
The thing is, the way the system is set up, it's just going to keep increasing. But I just want to know what happens when everyone's in debt. Because there's still some people that are in denial, like maybe they're like make 150k, so they feel like it's not affected, but eventually it's going to get to them too. And I feel like when everyone but super rich people, when all of them are in debt and they're just swimming in bills and debt and all that sort of stuff, it has to be something is going to have to happen, like some form of revolution or something. Because I don't know why people would take it. Or I think actually a more realistic example of what will happen is people like me, people that are, I'm not a super high taxpayer, but I'm definitely a taxpayer. I definitely pay my fair share. People like me that have skills, university degree, educations, and like decent jobs like me are just going to leave the country because I have the experience to work in the same job in many other countries, right? So people like me, and then the country will just be left with people that don't have too many skills and are just living off the system, or rich people. And then there's going to be that like crazy clash. Because I think it'll just get to the point, if you have the skills to leave, you will leave because you'll be left with no option. When you're swimming in bills, it seems like there's no way out. The only option at that point becomes, well, let me leave the country. At least I have these skills. At least I'm a doctor. At least I'm a nurse. At least I'm a journalist. At least I'm an engineer. At least I'm a teacher. I've got all these transferable skills that I can take to a different country, and then the country's just going to have a brain drain and be left with people with no skills, and they're going to be fighting the rich people. I think that's the only thing that's going to happen.
Every single week I go my messages, and I am not over exaggerating, my bill is slightly higher. I maybe, see if I looked at, I used to do like a wee spreadsheet and try and, budget and all that. See if I looked at what I was spending in messages this time last year, I think I was £80. Now I'm not any less than £120 a week. And by the way, that £120 is not, here you go, you don't need to go to the shops for a full week. That is top-ups not included. How much more can we take?
Yeah, we're going to end it there. But yes, it's crazy what's been going on in the UK and where things are going. It's really, really insane. But let me know your thoughts. Please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Comment down below your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in.